Glad to have you here. All right, I'm
They like
switching
the
over.
outfit.
Thank you. Hello. Oh, we should
love
share
the
our
fact
chat. There we go.
We've
Hello.
we have the same vibe, and we didn't even plan it.
No, we did not. We did not plan it.
And it's the shirt over the shirt. You know, we've got the layers going
Yeah.
on. I can't believe it.
That's really crazy. I was
I
not
know.
expecting that.
We didn't even have a memo or anything.
No. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, well, cool. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really great. I'm having a very good day. I'm glad that we were able to get together and talk about everything, and it's really exciting to be able to share with you. I'm super happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm super excited to chat with you. I don't know about you, but Granny Smith recommended me to you. So shout out Granny Smith. Yeah, so yeah, that's how
we love Granny.
That's how I heard of you.
We love Granny. Oh, I put it away. Wow, that's like a first. Is I usually have a collection of mugs on my desk. Oh yeah, because I'll have one and then forget about it and then need more coffee or something and then go and get more coffee and more tea, and then I come back and there's still an empty mug and I'm like, oh, okay, wait. And you play that game about 5 times before you actually pick up the mugs.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's been great to have community members like Granny, because Granny got me this adorable bear mug that every time that I drink out of it, and Granny's also a great streamer. Every time I drink out of it, I'm like, aw, it makes me think of you. So I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
Those types of friendships are great, and I love that that's how we were able to meet. That's awesome.
Yeah, Granny rated in on your stream and I was like, oh my gosh, you do music too? And then I also heard that I believe, I need to go actually confirm this, but you also like rock and metal music, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's where we first connected too.
I was reading everything that you put about Whitechapel the other day. Like I was reading on the website when I was doing my homework.
That's fun. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Because I'm a big rock kid. Like I was an emo kid and I grew up with all of those things. And I just love heavy music. I listen to it all the time.
Yeah. I'm a little bit newer to it. I always wanted to be the emo kid, and then I kind of just like didn't really get into it until I was an adult, and then I was able to start going into shows and stuff. So I'm a little bit newer to the scene. Whitechapel is like the main reason why I know about them is because I interviewed them in October, so I like did my research and tried to make sure that I like knew what I was talking about. They were the sweetest guys ever, so it was really cool to do that. Thanks for the follow, 8 cakes. But yeah, cool. Well, enough about me, but
I love that because it's so much fun to go to those types of shows, and I feel like they have I feel like harder music, like heavier music, has this gets a bad rep, you know, because people are like, oh, this is scary, but at the same time, it's to be honest, it's some of the nicest people that you'll ever meet in your entire life. And they're so considerate. I've never been felt more safe than like right outside a pit.
Same.
Like, I really want to be close to the stage, but I'm not really interested in getting in that pit, and I'm not really interested in that. But I really want to be close. And you get these like huge dudes who look like they are linebackers for a football team, and they're like, it's all right, and they're just like protecting everybody from any crowd killers, and it's wonderful. But thank you so much for being here. I see people saying hi, so I want to say hi. Hi. And let us know if you can hear me okay and hear Helena okay, and everything is all right and good. The outskirts of the pit is a dangerous place, and but you know, the people in the industry are in that group, in that genre, are awesome.
I've felt safer in like even in a pit than I have felt at some metal like non-metal festivals. So I don't know.
Oh no, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I'm so glad you're getting into it though, because
Yeah.
I love that genre
Yeah,
so
I do
much. It's
too.
like 90% of my Spotify.
Nice. So who would you say you want to see the most right now that you have not seen yet?
Oh, okay. So the used and I almost went. I've been going to the Emo's Not Dead cruise for the past 2 years, and I didn't go this
Oh,
year.
cool.
And this year they had so many bands that I was like, I would love to see the used.
You need to see them
I have,
soon. They're doing their last ever
yeah,
tour. Yeah.
I know. It has to happen because them and Coheed and Cambria are two bands that I've always had the worst luck with concerts. Like I've had tickets to the shows before and something has always come up like having
Uh-huh.
to I've gotten a fever, I've gotten food poisoning, like I had car problems like to where I've had the tickets, I've almost been. I was like that close and then something happened that prevented me to go see them. But yeah, I really want to see the used like the Used is one of my favorite bands of all time, so that would be
Really?
definitely one that I would be like, yes, like,
Mm.
and especially because there is the there is a lot there are a lot of parallels between like metal music and jazz, and a lot of the instrumentations that I appreciate so much are used by the Used.
Mm.
The used uses a lot of the time signatures and keys and like a lot of these different scales that are more fun to play around with, and they can turn jazzy so fast and it's so much fun. And speak of the devil, hi Granny.
Hi, Granny. We were just talking about you. Were your ears
Yes,
burning?
thank you for putting this into motion.
Yeah, we wouldn't be here without Granny. So, Granny, thank you. Yeah. Well, I did want to introduce people now that we're just getting started for those who are new to Savannah. So I thought I'd just like read through your bio and do that really quickly, and we can get back into things and yap away and derail and do all the fun stream things. So yeah. But yeah. So, Savannah Low's impressive 20-year career as a singer-songwriter is highlighted by stellar releases, appearances on American Idol and America's Got Talent, and performances opening for artists such as the Jonas Brothers and Zara Larsson at iconic venues like the House of Blues. Her collaborations with Insomniac Records have earned critical acclaim, including a feature on Spotify's Valorant Masters playlist. Beyond chart success, Savannah Low's authenticity and commitment to uplifting marginalized voices have made her a revered figure in the industry, showcasing both immense vocal talent and a compassionate heart for making a positive impact. Yeah. Such a cool bio. I was reading through it and I was like, oh my gosh, stacked experience. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, the bio pretty much explains things, but I do want to hear your origin story. So tell me your origin story, whether that's like a hero or a villain origin story, or maybe just music. But I like the idea of doing like a hero or villain origin story.
I
Wow.
don't even, it's so funny because I don't even imagine my life without music, so it's hard to really pinpoint the second that it started. But I've been a professional vocalist for the majority of my life. I was a child when I started touring and performing, and the time that got me the most serious about it was I was in an organization called God's Country Kids, and it was for young vocalists, and in our area in the Metroplex, and we would go and sing at nursing homes, retirement homes, cancer fundraisers such as Relay for Life, Race for the Cure. And some other notable people who were in this organization are like Scott Hoeing from Pentatonics was a part of that, and so we got to be together quite a bit. And then there were 3 other members who were all girls, and when our families were talking one day, it was discovered that we all had family histories of breast cancer. My mother's a
Wow.
breast cancer survivor. They're like, wow, like what are the odds of these 3 these 4 young ladies that all have family histories? What can we do with this? So the girl group was formed, and we started raising money for breast cancer research and touring
Mm.
around to uh, different venues and fundraisers and galas. And that's where my background in fundraising comes from, which is why I feel
Wow.
so comfortable fundraising on Twitch, because I've been doing it my whole life,
Hmm.
especially for causes that are so important to me. And we ended up over our career together, singing together, raising over $250,000 for
Wow.
cancer research and touring the country. That was with who I opened up for the Jonas Brothers with, for in front of a crowd of like 50,000 people in the Texas heat. If you have seen like the Jonas Brothers documentary, it's kind of the gig that launched them, because it was at the Texas State Fair,
Mm.
and they had to arrive by helicopter because the crowd was too thick for anybody to get through. They were hosing down the crowd
Wow.
with like literal hoses, because people were fainting with heat exhaustion. It was one of the craziest things, and
Wow.
it was so hot that the bottom of my shoes were melting
Oh no.
to the stage.
Did they just like stick, or was it like that's what I was imagining when I thought of that. Like, do they stick or does it
And we
slide
had
around?
choreo and everything, and it
Wow.
was like, you know, but it's a black stage. It's a black stage facing the sun. I don't know who planned this, but facing the sun. And it was about 103 degrees outside,
Oh my
104,
gosh.
but then the heat index is like through the roof. So midday, like sun beating down, my shoes are just melting. But it was one of the coolest experiences of my life. I got to meet them and open up for them, and they were so nice. And then we got to meet Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato then too,
Fun.
because they were there and they were on the side stage because after we finish our set, of course the Jonas Brothers go out, and then so they were waiting in the wings. And I was like, cool, this is nice. And
Yeah.
so that was really a great memory
I
for
bet.
baby Sav. And then let's see, and then when I was a teenager, I went on American Idol and made it to about the top 34 for that. So it was right after Hollywood Week and everything, and I got cut because I wouldn't sing Taylor Swift. And and then I took a little bit of time off, and ended up being in a car accident that
Mm.
almost took my life, that ended up with a bionic ankle
Wow.
that allowed me to walk again. And so it was a good year of not being able to do anything but sit on the couch and then rehab my foot. And in that time, it gave me the opportunity to really reflect on my life, because I had taken time off of singing. I was so, disillusioned by the industry after Idol and after everything I'd seen. And I was my naivete was shattered
Mm.
about what really goes on in a certain level of the music industry. And after my accident, it was a wake up call that I had to get back to doing music.
Mm.
Every single day is a gift, and having to not having the ability to really care for myself or do what I loved, and also knowing that if they needed, I was selling luxury cars at the time.
Mm.
And I was like, if they had to replace me, that would be just fine. And what is my life surmounted to? Looking around, like if that had been the last thing, would I have any regrets? And it would be, at that time in my life, it was like, absolutely. I miss doing music. I love doing music. I've done it since I was a child.
Yeah.
And so I started doing music again. And a couple years later, I had an amazing, wonderful, the most incredible thing to happen to me. I became a mother.
Mm.
And then a couple years after he was born, I released my first solo EP. So that's what launched my career even further. And right before the pandemic, we were on a upward climb there. Right before the pandemic, right when the pandemic happened, really, as when I was able to play all of my original music and open for Zara Larsson at House of Blues. And that was huge for me, because I've looked up to her forever. Like, she's an international touring
Yeah.
artist, so to get that spot was really huge. And got to hang out with her. My band and I took her out, and her backup dancers and her
How
band,
fun.
after the show, and got to hang out with them. And she was the coolest person, gave me a lot of insights on that. But then the pandemic happened, and it went from music all the time. And I was doing music full time for about 10 years at that point. And I was like, what am I going to do? I picked up a PlayStation 4 off of Facebook Marketplace because I wanted something to entertain my then 4-year-old. And I started streaming on a complete serendipitous moment, like clicking share from the controller. I mean, like I wanted to sing, but I couldn't. And I wanted to experience things with other people, particularly the game that I was playing, Bloodborne. I wanted to talk about the lore and just geek
Yeah.
out about it. And I read about it on Reddit that there was this thing called Twitch where people play video games and other people watch them. And I was like, well, that's cool. And so I decided to stream, and that's how I am where I am today. You know,
Wow.
that's the story.
What an origin story. I love hearing all of that. Even like I don't know, just like the early beginnings, the hardships, and then how you've overcome that and then coming into streaming. So thanks for sharing that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm a certified yapper too. I mean, this is what I do. So I could go on and on, but that's the Campbell's Reader's Digest. What do they call it? The little version. This whatever we can fit in the soup can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It was great. I loved hearing it. So thank you again for sharing that. Kaplan's redeem stretch redeem on my end. So I'm going to stretch.
That's a good idea.
Drink your water. Take care of yourself.
It's always good to move your body.
Yeah, and then I click and pop and crack everywhere. So, you know,
regular old Rice Krispies blocks, I see. There you go.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks again for sharing your story. And I don't know, I just wanted to follow up with who inspired you as a musician, and what were the songs that you practiced when you learned how to play?
Oh, wow. That's a great question. And hi, Jada. So happy to see you. Thank you for being here. When I was younger, I loved listening to Leanne Rimes and Sarah Bareilles, Kelly Clarkson, Pink, Christina Aguilera, Evanescence, Avril Lavigne, you know, all these powerhouse vocals that I adored. And writing-wise, it was really Sarah Bareilles, and a lot, like, influenced my writing style a lot. And taught me how to be a better storyteller. And I would say I listened to a lot of blues and jazz growing up. My father got me into like Sam Cooke and Otis Redding and Etta and Ella and Billy, and like those were like my whenever we would be together, you know, listening to music in the garage. That's what would be playing. But when I first started singing and touring, that was primarily older country music. And then like Patsy Cline, lots of Patsy Cline, you know, Leanne Rimes, all of that jazz. And then when I started establishing my own sound, and instead of writing for other people or recording for EDM artists, I was like, okay, it's time to rip off the Band-Aid and come up with Bear. And that's why it's titled like that, because it was time for me to do my own music, my own compositions. And if people didn't like it, that was 100% me. I couldn't blame it on anybody else. I couldn't blame it on the fact that they didn't like EDM or techno or house or whatever it was.
Right.
And it was me.
Yeah.
And so when I started listening to those, the artists that I really loved listening to at the times were like, were all, you know, Zara Larsson, Halsey, and again, Sarah Bareilles is a huge inspiration for me, and Kelly, and you know, just really awesome women who have impeccable voices and treat music as if it's more than just a tool for entertainment. Like it's something to share a story and spread a message with.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also just, you picked some really great powerhouse vocalists. I'll just say that. I mean, as soon as you brought up Evanescence and Amy Lee, I was like, yeah, perfect. Yeah. And I mean, of course,
that was my whole thing.
Yeah.
I had that on the when I tell you I was a little emo kid. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no, same.
That was my one of my very first CDs. The first CD I ever got was a collection of the entire discography of the Eagles, which was
Mhm.
perfect because of the girl group I was in. So learning how to, we took a lot of the inspiration from the Eagles for harmonies, four-part
Mm.
harmony.
Okay.
And but then the first CD I bought myself was Evanescence,
Which one?
the blue one.
The blue one. Okay. I can't remember what
Which one
that
is
one
that?
was called. Which one
It's
is
the
that one?
blue one with it.
Yeah, it's the big Fallen. That's it.
Fallen. Okay,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
my
I had
brain
to think about
will
it for a
not
second.
help me. My brain will not help me with any type of name or location. But we were just talking about being visual people. I was like, I never forget a face. I'll never forget what things look like.
Mhm.
Like that's where I go automatically.
Yeah.
I immediately go to, this is what it looked like.
Yeah. Yeah. No, same. And
I don't
I'm
know what it's
just getting
called.
better at names and remembering names and remembering things, but that's just something that I've been just trying to practice. So, yeah, it's still so
I'm
hard.
Savannah, and but you
I'm
could call me
Helena.
Sav.
Yeah, I didn't even do an intro. Hi, guys, I'm Helena. We just started yapping away.
We
That's a
did.
good sign, though. Yeah.
It is.
I did want to talk about A-Cakes' comment, but they asked, you got voted off the show for not wanting to sing Taylor Swift. That is such a weird thing for them to exclude you for. So now I actually kind of want to hear the story. So if you're willing to share the
My NDA
story.
is expired, so I can tell anything
Perfect.
I want. The contract is like this thick. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
bet.
pretty-
I bet. I've heard.
It's terrifying. But no, when I was on the show, they very clearly told me who I was and what my place was there. And one of the first things this is my wake-up call. I mean, I've been doing this my whole life, so the wake-up call was, hey, this is not a talent competition. This is a reality TV show, and anybody who has a problem with that can leave. And this was in Hollywood after, like, with the rest of the top 100 from the country, like at the dinner, and that was the producer of the show telling us that. And I remember just being like, and thank God I was a minor at the time. My mom was with me. I was 16. I waited. I was like ready. I was like, oh, it's time. I can do this. And I looked at my mom, and she looked at me, and she was like, all right. And then they started miking everybody, and so that they could put it, like, they could get, clips.
Right.
Everything is not what it seems, right, on reality TV.
Yeah.
And I was still very confident. I mean, I'm 16. I had been singing professionally since I was a child. I felt like I had the upper hand. I knew how to perform. I knew how to. My whole childhood was spent in rehearsals. I didn't do things like other kids. I was on the road. I was in front of a band. I was in, my weekend birthday parties were spent, with 4 or 5 hour rehearsals with a choreographer, doing photo shoots or doing promo or doing a press tour, an interview, whatever. So I felt like I was in my element. I felt like I knew what was going on, and that teenage kind of mentality where you're like, oh, I'm in control.
Yeah.
And closer to after Hollywood Week and all the group things were done, then I was told, okay, it's time for the voting section with America, and this is how we're going to package you. You're from Texas, you're white, you're a young girl, and right now Taylor Swift is out of this world and really, really popular, and you're gonna be our Taylor Swift on this show. You're gonna be wholesome and young, and like, we're gonna package you like that. This is how we're gonna show you to the America. And I was like, that's not the kind of music I sing. I wanted to do Sunday Morning by Maroon 5. I wanted to make it jazzy. I wanted to do something cool, I was just kind of like, no. And I thought that this is where the real naivete comes from, or the hubris, whatever you want to say. They had spent so much time with me, interviewing me, and I loved everybody there, and I just thought that they were joking. or that I could still do whatever I wanted. And so the executive producers were like, "No, if you get in front of the judges and you sing what you want, you will be cut." I was like,
Wow.
"Nah, they don't mean it," in my head. And I could see the look of on their faces in the auditorium when I started with Sunday morning, and it was like this, like, oh, like, and like one of the ladies that I got really close with that I really liked over the time, like put the clipboard over her mouth, and they were like devastated, and I still was. That's when it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks for, oh, I they were serious. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home. And
Mm.
it was crazy for me because at that point I thought I was gonna win the whole thing. Like that was my mentality. I was like, I'm here for the long haul. I'm gonna do it. And I really thought that I could get around their kind of the control that they had on everyone, but I couldn't.
Mm.
I was out of there, and they told me why, and it was like, we need people that and long story short, it's like that we can, influence and control. And yeah, it was pretty wild because the winner of that season went on to be a person with a guitar. So it was I in the it did break me. It did,
Yeah, I bet.
because I had graduated high school early to
Mm.
go. So I left my school, I left my friends, like, and I had no idea what I was gonna do next. I'd moved out and I was on my own, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know what to do."
Mm.
But if one thing that I've been able to do time and time again is pick myself up and try something else and reinvent myself to whatever I was feeling in that point. I think that that's also helped me as an artist to always to never compromise on what I want to do, on what
Right.
makes me me, on like what kind of music I want to write or perform or what I want to look like. And because there are people that will try to make you fit the mold or what they think is trendy or what they think is going to make the most money.
Mhm.
And the only thing that you have on your side as an individual is your individuality. The only thing that you have is your superpower is who you are. And that's
Yeah.
why I feel like it was a good lesson in that, and I'm it worked out because I look at the people who have won and had their entire careers stolen from them because of the contracts and everything like that, and I'm glad that that didn't happen to me. But
Yeah.
it is crazy that it's so different than what they show on TV. But it was a very very eye-opening experience.
Yeah, I just like John said on the in the comments, did not know that they were, as highly produced, and then also that they portray themselves about being about talent, and then they end up not doing that. So yeah, it's just like frustrating to hear that that's the case, and I'm sorry that all that happened, but it's clearly like been a while ago, of course. But I just gotta say that you've reinvented yourself, and yeah, I don't know, just very encouraging story as a whole, and I think it's really cool that you also have been able to reinvent yourself, because like I said, you said, there are those people that don't come out of the ashes after that kind of an event, and they are unable to pursue music after that, or unable to succeed in music because of that and because of the contracts and all that stuff. So it's really cool to see you here today and for us to be chatting. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then Granny said, "I'm glad you didn't bend the knee." I think we all are here. You get to be who you are, and it's really cool that you get to do that. And I don't know, I think a lot of musicians don't realize that they need to know their identity to be able to succeed, right? So,
Oh yeah.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that part of the reason why I've been able to be successful on Twitch is because so much of that individuality
Mm-hmm.
and how to be your own how to have that autonomy
Mm-hmm.
and how to be authentic online and not let go of who you are in pursuit of trying to be successful
Right.
has helped me in the streaming world because it's the same. It's the exact same
Yeah.
in this because people, it's so easy to get into your head about that comparison and about trying to fit into what other people are doing, whether it be the
Right.
games that they're playing or how they make their stream look or what they're doing. It's so easy to get caught up in that rather than, using your authenticity as your superpower because that's what people will want to watch you for. And it's the same thing with musicians and artists. We can see people across the years who've been able to reinvent themselves and do different genres or who come out with merch and they're still supported, who have now that so and so is sponsored on this, okay, now I'm going to go buy this because I want to support them. Ultimately, it's going to be about the person and not the product, not
Yeah.
the art, not what they're making because that's who you want to end up supporting. But the things that they make or the things that they do is what connects you to them and how you're able to resonate with your audience, with your communities. So
Yeah.
it's just very interesting to see how that kind of plays with one another.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it goes into Twitch as well because you can't succeed on Twitch without being yourself, right? You're talking to people for hours and multiple times a week. Like, I don't know how anybody could hold up a mask and not have it crack just a little bit after a little while, you know?
If you can, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I certainly don't. I have problem. I find like that Twitch is the one place that I don't mask. It's really wonderful. It's like really nice to come on and be like, okay,
Yeah.
are we gonna stare into the abyss? Are we gonna be chatty Cathys today? Like, what can we? What are we gonna do here? But yeah, no, I think that's the formula. Honestly, like I love seeing people come into their own and really celebrate that.
Yeah.
And this is a great platform for that.
Yeah, I agree. And so how did music and Twitch just really come together for you? Because I know you said you wanted to do talk about Bloodborne and geek out about Bloodborne, but how did music come into the picture?
I did not plan that at all. That was 100% my community.
Okay.
I am filled with music. I am powered by music, and I will sing all the time. Like even like one of my, little ADHD quirks is that if I hear a phrase or if what you're saying sounds like if the way that you say it sounds like a song that I know, I will pop into the song. I will complete it with the like, hey, you're the one. Well, you're the one that I want. You are the one I want.
Mm-hmm.
Like whatever it will be. Like I will end up going back and forth and like that's just how my brain works. And so I would randomly sing on stream on my little PS4 with my PS4 camera. And no microphone, like, because it's in the microphone, like a microphone's in the camera.
Yeah.
And I would randomly just pop out singing. I had my phone on my lap in the early days of stream. I had my phone playing music on Spotify because I always need music, Yeah. And I'd sing along. And my community made it possible for me to get the right gear to do singing on stream. And that's how I was able to do it.
Cool. That's really special. And
it takes a lot though. I mean, like I have a really big voice, and if I am singing on that or like the little like USB mic or whatever, it would be peaking all over the place. I wouldn't have any of this if it weren't for my community. And so now I've incorporated it into like to where when we reach certain financial milestones, I'm able to sing on stream as a way of saying thank you for making this my career.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. It just seems so cool to be able to do what you love and to also, be able to play games while you do that. Who doesn't want to play games full time? Like, who doesn't? It sounds like a goal. It sounds like a dream.
It's a blast. It is. Like the going live part is my favorite thing. Other than being on stage,
Yeah.
It's Sorry, my ads are about to start.
Oh
Thank
no, you're
you,
okay.
lurkers. It's definitely it's a lot more than I thought it would be. Like the more I get into it, the more I want to add to my stream, the more I want to create content that I know I could um resonate with others with, and as a way for me to say thank you. I just
Mm-hmm.
want to keep getting better. It's so much work.
Yeah. Yeah, Maple's hopping
It's
in the chat and he
so
knows all about the stream building.
it's
He's my main
so
tech
much
guy.
work. Oh my gosh. So
Uh,
I stream 4 times a week, 7 to 8 hours
wow.
a time. And then, but my offline content work is every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And on the days that I'm streaming, I work on content for 2 hours. And on the days that I'm not streaming, I work on it for 5 hours.
Wow.
So, yeah, so that's an extra 15 hours a week plus 10 hours a day for streaming for 4 days. So that's about 70 hours a week, right? Like, let's
Yeah.
see, like,
That's
yeah,
a
so
lot.
that's how much I work to stream full time. And the crazy thing is that it isn't a 9 to 5, so it works for me because I'm able to, put it down, pick it up, go take care of what I need to do. But I can be working. I work all the way until like 5 a.m., So it's definitely a lot of work, but oh my gosh, I love doing it. And it's so much fun to be live and have people come in from all over the world,
Yeah.
and you don't know each other's stories yet, and then you get to make friends and you get to meet people that how like what are
Yeah.
the chances? How would we have met each other if it weren't for streaming and being live? And I love that
Right.
I can pop around to different streams, and I love the potential of it's limitless. You have no ceiling when it comes to Twitch. You could be sitting there and have somebody come in that absolutely loves what you're doing and believes in you and is able to help like further that for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can have so many people come in, and you can have an audience of thousands of people just from your living room,
Yeah.
and you could raise thousands of dollars for charity without leaving your home. And as somebody who is used to, I managed my music career for a long time, and as somebody who's used to booking their own venues or having those types of conversations, there's a limit, there's a cap.
Yeah.
If I want somebody to come see me at a show, they've got to drive there. I got to make sure the venue has the right accommodations. I wonder if, okay, maybe this venue only has room for 1,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
How many people can I bring out? Oh, if it's raining that day, that's going to affect attendance. It just
Yep.
does, you know? And then with Twitch, none of that applies.
Mm-hmm.
None of that is, it takes away so many barriers between getting an artist in front of their audience. And I think that's so beautiful, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know who's watching, who's lurking, who's chatting. You don't know people's stories unless you ask or unless they offer them up to you.
Exactly.
But if what
Yeah.
you're going through and what you're saying resonates with somebody, you can make an incredible impact on not only their day but on their life if your message carries further enough with them.
Yeah.
So I'm super happy that I was able to kind of mix the two and start streaming and apply what I know from being a full-time artist to that, because I think that it's helped me get in front of more people and share those messages of perseverance.
Yeah, perseverance. And then again, we go back into the authenticity part. That's kind of where I got as well. It's like you get to be your authentic self, and you get to be it with more people than you could have ever imagined with them without Twitch too. So it's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I guess my next question goes a little bit back to what we were talking about a little bit with Origin Story, but I wanted to break down what brought you into the dance music space and top lining in the particular, because that seems like something that not a lot of people have really talked about, at least like around me yet, and I'm kind of learning a little bit more about dance music. I'm brand new to the whole thing, and I've been really loving to learn like just where people come from and where their backgrounds are and how they get into it.
Yeah, that's great. I love your pursuit of knowledge and growing and learning. And I think that leading with curiosity is so important, especially in areas where like these, when we're getting to know
Yeah.
each other. I think
I
that
agree.
dance music has always had a place in my heart. When I was a teen, I would go to raves. I was like I was the perfect little epitome of the like emo kid and
Yeah.
rave girl, you know, like I just had a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
And it didn't help matters that I went to a fine arts high school. So, you know, all of my friends were moody and artsy too. And so we loved going to those places. Sorry, Mom, if you listen to these. You know, I wasn't really allowed, but I loved the dance music scene. I loved the idea of peace and love and unity and respect, and it just the values that were echoed. And then as I got into doing music full time, making a living out of it, I was searching for ways that I could make money, you know, and I've already connected within the dance music scene from not only attending but also being in the service industry. So working at clubs and whatnot would also help me get to know DJs. And when I started top lining, I started working for a local record label in Dallas, and then I quickly was able to make studio connections from people that I had worked with before, because I first started recording when I was like 12 or 13, I don't know. And once I started learning how to make my own stem, like record my own vocals, I could send them out to producers all over the world. So then I was able to have tracks in Amsterdam and tracks in Germany and tracks, you know, all over. But it really just started from my love for the genre, and then it's a very tight-knit community. So getting to know those people, and then also it'd be fun because I'd be like bartending, and then one of the DJs at a club I worked for would like play one of my songs. So
That's
it's just
so
really
cool.
fun to see that, you know, happen. I'd be like, that's me.
It makes you feel special, I bet.
Yeah, it's surreal, honestly, when you see people jamming to that stuff, because I've always written my own vocals. There's only one song out there that I didn't write those vocals to, you know, so it still was sharing such a big part of myself. But it wasn't like it didn't get real deep until I wrote Bear and bared it all, you know. It was more like, you know, it was like fun vocals. Yeah, I think that they can be deceptively fun, though. You can still, in EDM, you can still put some messages in there.
You definitely can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then something about dance music, though, is just that everybody's really welcoming, and it is tight-knit. So it's something that I've been really encouraged about, and it's interesting that you've dove into that world as well. Just, you know, especially after all the stuff that you've, like, gone through. And, I mean, you're still doing multiple genre things, of course, too, but yeah, just also finding that community and finding that peace, love, unity, respect, all that. And yeah, I don't know, just really cool. So thanks for sharing that. Yeah.
They're wonderful. I love that. I love the dance community. It's a beautiful thing to be able to. I think that's also like what really brought me into the emo world and into like the heavier music world, and I just tend to gravitate towards people who are very genuine and authentic. And I think that that's a lot of that, where it comes from those types of genres as well. The ability to express yourself in that way is really, really beautiful. Yeah,
and just seeing that all the parallels with emo music or metal music and dance music, it's weird because they're so different, and just seeing the parallels in there and seeing the people that like both, I don't know, just it's really unique, really cool. And
they go together. They go together like that.
They do go together. Yeah, thanks for the follow. But yeah, so I just wanted to comment on that and ask a little bit more about your story. But yeah, cool. Yeah, so I know we have a couple of songs that we wanted to play on YouTube. Were you thinking we were about ready for doing that and we can listen to them together?
Sure.
Yeah. Those of you guys in Savannah's community probably know these songs, but I did want to share these guys with you guys who are in my community and in Glass Factory's community. Savannah's a really talented musician, so I'm really excited to share these with you.
Thank you. Yeah. So do you want to show the video? I could show it on my screen.
You could. I've been having some issues with the screen sharing feature, but I did hook up everything to my my scenes and my sources and everything. Did you want me to share my screen so that we could see everything, so that we could sync
whatever
everything?
You want. No, whatever you want. You want to do it? You could do it. You could do it.
Okay. Okay. I'll try it out. Wish me luck. We also have Maple in the chat who has been troubleshooting this with me as well, so we can lean on Maple last minute if we want to. Correct? I'm not gonna put him on blast if he's not ready and not willing. I want him to lurk if he wants to lurk. All right, sounds good, Maple. Putting you on the spot. Cool. Okay, can you... Oh, yep. It did exactly what I thought it would. Okay. So it stopped sharing your face. Yeah, it stopped sharing your face on my stream. Which is really weird. I don't know how to fix that. And that's... Huh. Okay. Well, I'm going to stop sharing. We could just go 3, 2, 1. And we could play whichever video we want to play. We do have audio though. Okay, that's good at least.
Woo!
Yeah. Well, we're back here. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So that was the issue that we were coming into, and I don't know why that's a thing. But I'll have to look into that for the future.
Oh, I know why. I know because there's no possibility of doing anything without a little bit of technical difficulty.
Oh yeah,
that's
part of streaming.
Just the way it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. So at least we have audio, but my backup plan from that would be we just sync up the video. We choose the video that we were gonna play and play it together. 3, 2, 1, go, and then play it on our own stream. Would that be okay with you?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. You see what I mean? You see what I'm saying there?
Yes,
because we're both streaming on our own account, and I want everybody to be able to see what's going on. So hence the screen sharing, but also the screen sharing isn't really working.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, I can switch my I could just switch my my OBS virtual camera to my scene and then play it as a window capture, and then we could have everything on it on the same thing, and then we wouldn't have to worry about like syncing or anything like
we
that.
Could do that.
We could see everything.
Yeah, let's do
you
that.
Want to?
Yeah, let's try
that. Way
that.
You can see it.
I don't know if I have a scene fit. We'll just have your face because I don't have a scene with my face on there that I could do that really quickly. So
no. Do you have a what's showing on your stream right now? Is it the two of us?
It's just the two of us. And then I have a window that has that has the guest only, so I could switch over to that. I also have like a general one with the two of us, and then the browser source that has the window.
Okay,
of the
don't worry
YouTube
about
video.
Changing anything. I'm just going to change. I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
I'm going to change my output to my scene, and then I'm gonna move you over.
Oh, okay.
And we'll see if that works. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. So this is me moving it over. So, right, and then I'm going to open up my. Let's see if this works. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So you can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
This is what I had.
I can still hear you, but okay, there we go. I see just you.
And then we're gonna go into here.
Okay.
And I'm going to open up the music video and use it as a window capture. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Now, all that we have to do is make it smaller. And I can move my camera over here in front of it. See? We're doing things. What do we think? What do we think, chat? Can you see it okay? If I were to let's see. Okay, now actually
yeah,
I have
that
an
should
even
work.
better idea. And then there we go.
Yeah, that should work.
What do you think? We like it? We good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now let's
That
make
looks
sure
good.
that you're getting the audio from it.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Maple. Yeah, he's also saying make sure the audio is working.
Audio?
No, I do not have audio at the moment.
It's on my stream gets audio, but you don't get audio. So
Okay.
let me route it. I know how to fix this.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is on Stream Together, I'm going to make my mic source just for the well, shoot, no. Because I want to be able to talk. I don't need to talk. I don't need to talk. We can just listen, right?
Sounds good.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'll make the overlay go away and I'll change my audio source in Stream Together
Mm-hmm.
from, oh, son of a biscuit. Okay. I'll change my audio source and Stream Together from my microphone to the output that I have the window capture, and that way okay, so now all we have to do, I did that, do this, I change this, and then I go to here and I customize, and then audio output, and then audio input, microphone device, and I'm going to use my, let's see if this will work. Let's see. Okay. This is so this is streaming 101, y'all.
Yeah.
You're getting a
Well, Stream Together's still kind of in beta though, so we got
we're getting
we're
a
testing
lesson.
things out. We're getting some lessons.
An interview? Wow. That's amazing. 2 in 1. Wow.
2 in 1.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Is and the screen sharing is what made it
Yeah, the screen
made it
sharing was
wild,
making
right?
it weird. My other idea was, like I said, we pick out whichever one we're going to be doing. Either it runs through me or Better Days, and then we touch nothing on Stream Together. We just play it as if we're syncing up. We sync it up and we play it. So does that make sense?
No, not the porg. Not the porg. Porg, go away. Go away, porg. So sorry. The porg isn't the best guy sometimes.
Oh no.
Okay, 1 second. Hold on.
Thanks for your patience, guys. We'll figure it out. Can hear, no see.
I'm just wondering if
yeah.
But can you hear it?
I can hear you. I cannot see anything, cannot hear anything.
And you can't hear that?
No.
Can
I see something now.
Can your stream hear it?
Stream cannot hear it.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Well, it was a good try.
It was a good try.
We tried our best. Okay. Go back to the way things were, and everything will be fine.
Sounds good.
So where do you want to share it from?
Yeah, so
You said
I was just thinking we pick out one of the videos and then we just play it accordingly on our own streams and just try to sync it up in our own streams. Does that make sense? Hello, welcome back.
yes.
Kind of like if you wanted to watch Netflix with your friends, but you didn't have like screencast or anything, you just say 3, 2, 1 on the phone. Am I the only one that did that? 3, 2, 1 on the phone, and then you just press play. You could just try it that way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Will they be able to see it?
Yeah, they'll be able to see it. I could show you what my screen would look like. You could see me, you could see
Cool.
you. You could see everybody.
Cool. I love it. Awesome. Oh, we're doing a Discord karaoke hangout. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. You know, okay, cool. Yeah, let's go for
Does
it.
this work for you? Are you able to do
Yeah.
something like this on your own stream too, so everybody can see what we're talking about?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool. And we could do a classic little countdown and all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with
biscuits.
Stream Together, but hello, I see myself.
Oh, I did the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing.
No, you're okay.
I did the wrong thing. I clicked the wrong button.
It's okay.
Okay, now we're good. We're good. All right.
All right. So
we go chat.
I don't see Savannah. I don't see you, Savannah.
I'm underneath it. I'm behind
you're
it.
underneath it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here I am. Here I am. I have an idea too. Here. Okay. Here you go, chat. Can you see this? Wait just a second.
Okay. Whoops. I'm pressing buttons now.
Haha. Okay, check this out. Check this out. Okay. Okay.
Says that.
Ha.
All right.
Ta-da. Okay. Good.
Sweet. Oh, sweet. That works. Did the green screen and everything?
It did.
Perfect.
Just pulled it up. All right, I need this big and I need this littler. 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 Not that way. Oh, it's because I'm on this side. Okay. Littler, littler. There we go. Then. Wow! Let's go. Let's go. It's like my little floating head. Hi, I'm Sam. Okay. All right. I love you, chat. I'm gonna put you away. And yeah. All right. Beautiful. We are ready. Are you ready? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no, I'm at the top of the video. I'm so sorry. Okay.
I love the way it flows. I love the way it grows. There's something in this song that takes me far. It's like a special song, can move my mood along. But I cannot say you'll hear through my guitar. She told me at the bass line, and everything will be alright. She told me that the groove is mine. It will take us through the night. And where I go, can't explain, I'll never know. But it's beautiful. You can't take this away from me. Oh, the way I hear the melody, the waves bring clarity running through me. You can't take this away from me. Oh, the way I hear the melody, the waves bring clarity running through me. I love the way it sings.
So this is all recorded straight to tape.
Wow.
Remember skating down the road towards
So everything's one take.
I can never say no.
Oh, yeah.
With that summer glow. The music gives me sun when winter starts. She told me at the baseline, and everything will
That's
be
a
alright.
grit
She told me that the beat is mine.
on the
It will
bass.
rock us through the night. And where I go, can't explain, I never know. But it's beautiful. You can't take this away from me. Oh, the way I hear the melody, the waves bring clarity running through me. You can't take this away from me. Oh, the way I hear the melody, the waves bring clarity running through me. Can't take this away from me.
Since we were doing tape, I wanted to have that 70s vibe, so I actually sourced all the clothing as well.
Oh, really? That's so fun. I love that top.
It's very that 70s show, Donna.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the solos. We wrote this into the song. Anthony Plant. The cool thing about the solos is everybody had to do their solos perfectly, or we had to scrap the whole take because it was recorded straight to
Wow.
tape. Dick Stewart on the keys. And we had never practiced together. We just showed up at the studio.
Oh, wow. That makes it even crazier. How many takes did this take?
5.
5. That's not bad.
Actually, Gritz
That's
had
a
his
6
own
string.
shirt.
I just
Yeah.
realized that. That's cool.
Yeah, he has a 6-string bass. Yeah, he had his own wardrobe. He already had it unlocked.
Yeah.
You can't take this away from me. Oh, the way I hear the melody. The waves bring clarity running through me. You can't take this away from me. Oh, the way I hear the melody. The waves bring clarity running through me.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I like it. Don't want to transfer that one? Yes.
Yay. That's so cool.
Yeah, so like you can see the tape player when you like rewind the beginning of the music video. There's a shot of it. Where is it? At at about 29. Hold on. 30. Where is it? Where is it? I lost it. Oh, about like 20, 22, 19 seconds is where you can see the player that we were recording to.
Oh, cool. What kind of player was
Yeah.
it?
I have no idea.
I don't know anything
like
about
no
this
clue.
stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so we were recording straight to this, and I just called. This was in the middle of the pandemic. I called like right after they told us that we could finally get together again.
Mm-hmm.
And I called up these musicians, and I was like, "Hey, we don't have time to practice. We can't really be in those kinds of, we don't want to push the envelope, right? But
Right.
we need to make some music." And we didn't have time to rehearse, so I booked us 2.5 hours at the studio, and that's why it was really imperative that everybody had their part down. It was perfect, because we were recording straight to tape, which means it's not in the box. You're not recording. You can't comp. You can't enter into a take and record over something you did. You're like, oh, I want to do that chorus again. No, if you mess up, it's all scrapped, and all the musicians, all the instruments were recorded at the same time. So
Wow.
if you had a perfect drum take, but the keyboard messed up, it's too bad, sorry. And now you still have to do it perfectly. But it was fine because all these guys are such professionals. So they rehearsed on their own, and then they came in. We met at the studio. They had 30 minutes to set up, and while they were setting up, I was recording my vocals. And I recorded my vocals in the booth, and I did it in 3 takes. And once they were, and I did full passes too, because I was like, I didn't want to be the one to not do a full pass when everybody else was doing a full pass. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to be like, oh well, I'm recording into like I'm gonna I was like, no. Just because I can't be in the room with them and record my vocals doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying? So so I recorded in 3 takes, and we used my vocal track.
Wow.
And I went into the room, and because I wanted to have a music video to go along with it, so that's why I hired Danny and his assistant, so he had a gimbal
Hmm.
during the recording session, so we could have simultaneously have a music video and a new song. So that's how I did that.
Yeah, wow. One take, and then so the recording for the music you were talking about, which is pictured right here. Did they use this like back in the day? This is what they used? Okay, yeah, I
This is
just
from
wanted
the
to make sure.
70s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really cool. Yeah, because I've heard a little bit about what that process was like, but I haven't seen the device for itself, so that's really cool to like see it and use it.
Yeah,
And
it's just so funny because like, then you go, so you have this tape recorder, right? And then it
Mhm.
immediately cuts to a shot of Matt at Empire Studio, and that's the board he uses.
Yeah, wow.
And it's like this is modern day, right?
Yeah.
And Matt actually recorded Matt's recorded so much of my band's stuff. Like um he did the other song as well, and yeah, he's a beast. I love the equipment. And for me, I love being able to work with other creatives, and I love audio engineers because it's such a different type of creativity, you know what
Mhm.
I mean?
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
I haven't chatted with many audio engineers, but the brief time that I have, it's been really insightful and really interesting, you know?
Oh, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Without a doubt. Hold on. Am I tiny?
No, you're not.
Probably.
You're looking good. You were tiny there for a second when I swwitched back, and I was laughing a little bit because I saw
Oh,
your
looking
head
at my
in the
little
corner at the bottom. Oh, we love it. We love a little
That's
jankiness in the
awesome.
chat, in the
I
video, in
love
the
it. That's
stream.
great.
I love it too.
I pulled you off to the side and now I can't find you.
Apparently, I'm doubled too on your stream. We broke it.
Oh, that's because I had the music thing up. That's why
Mm.
when everybody was like, "Y'all, wait." When everybody was like that they didn't have any auto, that's because I had to change my sources
Mm-hmm.
to have the audio go through a different source, and so it was on the same source that you were on,
Yeah.
and then I had to mute it. I had to mute it just now to not be
To
playing
not have
you.
me playing
Makes
it.
sense.
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
that
that
makes
makes
sense.
total sense because it's streamed together still being janky, but we figured it out kind of. Yeah.
Yes, around it. You worked around.
We did
Yes,
it. We worked around it. You ready to do it for
absolutely.
part 2?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Cool. I have the video loaded in and it's going to be Better Days, correct?
Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Unless there was another one that you wanted to play.
Yes. I am so grateful that you're gonna do both of them. That's so nice.
Yeah, we could do both.
Um,
We could also just go right into games if you wanted to do that.
no, that's great.
Yeah.
That's
Up to you.
great. Let me go back to the window capture then.
Okay. Because if it's being wonky, I don't want to force it. I don't want to
No,
break it more.
we figured out how to fix it. We found the error. And thank you so much for the resub.
22 whole months. That's awesome.
That's wild. Yeah, I can't believe I've been streaming for this long. It's so wild to me.
How many
But it
years
also
has it
doesn't.
been since 2020, if I'm remembering correctly?
Yeah, 2021.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, August 2021. So it'll be 4 years in August. Look at my eyes. I have green eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and when it chroma keys, sometimes you can see like
Oh yeah, a little bit.
so silly. Okay.
Thanks for the follow, Bacon
All right.
Fish. The chroma keyed eyes are back.
Chroma keyed eyes are back. Matrix eyes. I know. Okay, so this is an original song that my band and I did, and so I produced this song. I wrote I produced this music video. I wrote the production schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and every single shot it was chosen by me, and I was like down to like, hey, can we get a shot of the bass? You'll see kind of like the clicks with each person on the couch individually, and I was really proud of this. this music video. It was really dope to me. I wanted it to look clean, but because this song is all about how better days are coming, and I wrote it with my band during the pandemic, and we all were so creatively and spiritually and mentally and physically stifled by, like everybody else, right? By being stuck indoors.
Right.
And I wanted to write a song about the hopefulness of the future.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted the music video to reflect that in a sense of like this clean slate. So that's why I had the background the way it is. And you'll see everybody kind of lounging and being a little bit like over it, kind of sad in the opening. And yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop talking about it now. We can watch
No,
it.
I loved hearing the story. I am still blown away by how crazy we all went during the pandemic.
I'm so sorry for my pork.
Oh, it's okay. I think I do it a little bit
Announces of
too.
the ads or something.
I think I did it too earlier, and it's not usually that quiet, so I didn't even notice. So that's so funny. No need to apologize.
Oh my God.
Relatable, real, authentic, right here. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so whenever you're ready, we can play it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Are we playing it? Did I miss it? Whoops.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm not getting audio on my end, but hang on a second. I messed it up. That was me. That was on me.
Okay, hold on. I pause it. I go back.
Okay.
I should have given you the 3, 2, 1. You told me about the 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, we should have done the 3, 2, 1.
I completely went over my head.
It's okay. We got a second try. All right. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Go.
You steady living in the past, and that's what's got you so depressed. Just know your problems never last. Throw all your troubles in the trash. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Hey, yeah. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. I don't know, babe, where you've been, but I know you keep walking. Stop seeing life in black and white. You know that thinking just ain't right. Better days are coming. Better days are coming.
Yay! That was awesome. Was this also a one take?
No.
No? Okay. It kind of had that one
No.
take feel to it though.
No. Yeah, I mean, well, the shots were like over about. I think I reserved the studio for like 10 hours.
Oh wow.
So I mean, the thing is, like, each one of these shots was a take.
Hmm.
So so that we could have everything that we needed.
Mm-hmm.
So guitar with okay, except for the intro. The intro shots were moving shots. We had Alex on guitar shot, close up drum set, and then we had wide angle couch shot. This was a separate take than the close ups.
Hmm.
And then we had a take of me, and then close ups on the instruments, floor instruments, and then each musician, I had it to where we would have their close-ups of their hands, and then yeah, so each take had to like it took a while to film each part, you know, because of like my whole idea, you know, and we had our wide angles of the band shots. My idea was that I never want my bandmates to be like anybody who's backing up with me to be in the background per se. I want them to have
Right.
just as much screen time
Hmm.
as the vocalist. I think that like with all of my even my stage plot, right, is a V with the drummer in the back. And then we try to have it to where like I either stay depending on like if like for my upcoming gig I'm gonna have sax, and so since I'm gonna have sax it's gonna be more like staggered like a V, but I never want to be blocking anybody, right? I always wanted a musical group and to put on a show where that it's like music for musicians, you know? And so if you're there to see the drummer, I want you to be able to see the drummer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I don't have the kind of ego where like people are coming to see me. You know what I mean? I want the music to be so good that people are like, oh, I love what the keys part is. Oh, I love the bassist on this song. You know, I want to see what they're doing. And I don't want to be over here standing or them to be in the dark because the lighting notes don't have them lit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
everywhere from like this is my perfect kind of like shot to where you can see what everybody's doing clearly. And but that has to be that has to be thought out. That's planned. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So and then having these like shots whenever it's the song starts building and building, and then you get to have kind of like a look at everybody and their emotions as it's more of an anthem kind of thing, you know? And
Mm-hmm.
it was a fun song. It was a really fun song to do.
Yeah,
You
it sounds
know,
like it.
it's yeah, it's a fun little number to kind of just remind us like everything is better. Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, especially whenever that situation that felt permanent, you know? Like
Yeah.
especially earlier on, it was like, holy cow, this is crazy. We don't know if we're gonna ever have music back ever again, right? So,
It was wild. I
crazy.
mean, I went from performing full time, you know, paying my bills with gigging to like, oh, nope, we don't have any venues open. We don't know when they're going to be open, and also we're not going to give any stimulus to the artists whose entertainment that we're living off of.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was
When
wild too.
nobody what was everybody doing indoors, like,
Yeah.
you know, like listening to music, like
No, we all went crazy
watching
and listened
shows.
to music like nothing else and
And
watched
I was
TV
like, okay,
shows.
so but we're all like people who made a living off of this stuff. Like we didn't get stimulus checks.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, this is great. This is great. This is great.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna survive. And then streaming came along and changed my life and became my source of income and
Yeah.
it's like, it's been a wild journey though. It's been wild because this was like, that pandemic was like the lowest point that I've ever been in. And so to be able to like rise above that and you know, while I was writing these words, while I was singing these words, even performing these words, there were days that I did not believe it, you know. I had to really dig deep down when we were doing better days and like be like, yes, like no, it is gonna happen. It will happen. It has to get better. It just has to.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of. So
Yeah. It has to, because, like, I don't know. That was not a way to function. I mean, there was something. I did get a lot done, but I don't think that's. It didn't feel like real life. You know what I mean?
no,
So,
not at
yeah.
all.
Yeah. Well, I know we don't have too much time together left. And we might be running a little bit over what we were thinking, but what are you feeling? How are you feeling?
I am feeling good.
Okay.
I knew that I would.
Yeah, do you want to play a game? We could play a game. We could also just have you join another time and we could just play games. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds good because if we have time to like set something up, maybe like we can set up like something like Elden Ring or something.
Yeah, because I was really
Or,
wanting
like,
to
on
do
another
Elden
day.
Ring and figure that out and maybe like download the mods so that we can play together
Yeah,
more
the
than just the
convergence
boss
mod.
battle. Yeah. So I was trying to figure
Yeah.
that all out.
Or we can run around.
Yeah, and then we had like the we had started a little bit later, all that. Like I wanted to be able to like play a little game with you and everything like that, but I also want
I
to
wanna
respect
play
your
with
time.
you.
Yeah. So,
I do have to I do have to take care of my little one, but or
Yeah.
else I would go even later. But I'd love to do this again.
Yeah, let's
I would.
definitely plan something.
Chat, would you like that? Would you like it if we could play games together one time?
Yeah, and we could do seamless
Or the
co-op.
seamless co-op mod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should plan that. Yeah, we'll chat, but it should be definitely in the next couple of months, correct?
Yeah, I mean, that would be great.
Mhm.
The sooner the better for me. I'd love it.
Okay. Well, let's chat. We could chat a little bit more and we can have a part 2. Maybe we could do the part 2 sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and maybe I'll have new music out
Ooh.
and we could even like listen to it while we're playing.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm down.
I'm really grateful for your time though. Thanks for
Yeah,
sharing
of course. Yeah.
my music with everybody and
Yeah.
letting me share my story.
Yeah.
I have if anybody is in or will be in the North Texas area on March 29th, I have a show that my band is going to be headlining the art festival in the city of Garland. So our set is 6:30 to 8. We'd love if you stopped by. And
If you have
I'll
a
more
ticket
about
link,
that.
do you want to paste it in the chat?
It's free.
It's free? Oh my goodness.
It's a festival. Yeah.
Is there an
So
event
it's like
link that I can paste in the chat?
It's super new. Let me see if they have anything up.
Okay.
The ink just dried. So I can talk about it.
Yay.
But I do want to say, if there's anybody out there that's ever like wondered about doing music full time or streaming full time, or just wondered about doing music, I stream on Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. CST, so I would be finishing right about now. And then on Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, I stream overnight. So I'll stream from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. So feel free to
Perfect.
come by in the chat and be like and ask me any questions that you might have. I'm an open book. I will talk to you about it if you're like, I would love to know more about this or anything that I've done or experienced or really anything. I'm happy to share what I know and hopefully help you out. I love sharing knowledge because I wouldn't be here without the people that helped me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
this
same
is the
sentiments
link
here.
to the
Yeah.
festival. Sorry,
No problem.
I was looking for it and I found it.
No, perfect. You did the perfect bide some time chat a little bit while you seamlessly went from yapping to go, here, I have found this link magically. So it's perfect. It's totally perfect. But yeah, I don't know, just really cool to share your story, hear your story. Thank you for sharing your story. And I definitely want to keep chatting because typically I want to like be able to play a game or two or do all that. And if we need to split it into multiple streams, just feel like we had all the time that we could ever have, I am totally down for that. And
I
yeah.
would love to play a game with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talk so much, so like
Nah,
like I told you,
I'm all about a good derail.
gotta get it cut off. I have ADHD. I'm a certified yapper. I'm gonna be like, and then that's how we ended up over here. And like the conversation went like this, and it was 2 hours long. And you're like, I asked you one question, Savannah.
No, but I love a good derail. I would do this over. I mean, that's kind of why I'm here. I instead of just interviewing over Zoom or something where there's like a time limit, you know, I like the idea of derailing the conversation and just seeing where it goes, especially whenever it's like music and I don't know, sharing our knowledge, sharing our stories, stuff like that. And I feel like we have more that we have yet to cover, and I'm excited for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I enjoy your company, and I really appreciate your questioning and hanging out with you and your community. So anytime you want to do more of this, I'm down.
Okay, sounds good. There's rails, Bacon says. There's rails. Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Believe it or not, sometimes. Yes. At least we intend for there to be rails.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
we'll plan a date, and then we will make sure to put it out there on the socials.
Yeah.
Is it Glass Factory without the, right?
It's
as
with
far
the E
as your
on everywhere.
Twitch. But without the, right? Sorry, without the. It's okay. I got it right. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, for my stream, Glass Factory is a cozy collective of streamers who love music, gaming, and photography. They recently interviewed Savannah Low. That just happened!
That's cool! That just happened! Yeah.
And you know they had a blast. I don't know, sorry, they're putting words in your mouth. I don't know. It's like a chill vibe with lots of music talk and maybe some gaming or editing on the side. Tune in for a good time at twitch.tv/glassfactory with an E. Thank you so much for going live with me.
Yeah, of course. And this is kind of a tradition that I've been starting with anybody that we've been having a guest with. But who should we raid? You get to pick.
Oh my gosh. Cool. Yeah, I'm never on it this time, so this is fun. This is a fun little treat.
Ooh. Are you going to be live later today then?
No, Wednesdays are my day off.
Wednesdays are the day off. Okay, yeah. I think it's a memory thing with the streamer brain. I forget half of what I say after I say it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I know where we're gonna go.
Okay.
I started the first women, femme, non-binary Soulsborne stream team on Twitch, and so it's all creators that fit that. And right now, one of my members is watching the State of Play, and it's a special event, and it's also their birthday.
Oh,
so I would love to go share the love over there, if that's okay with you, chat.
I'm down. Do we have a raid message that we want to give?
Yeah, so this is the raid target. It's AMARISSKYE. So Amaris Sky with an E at the end.
Oh, yep.
Here it is in the chat.
Yep.
Awesome. And my mod is modding over there, so it's one last tab. I love to see it. So let's do a raid message. And hold on. Frosty, help me. Oh, Bacon's got it. Oh wait, there's a Sav raid.
We could do Sav glass raid. Sav and glass raid.
Yeah, we can copy and paste it and add in Sav times Glass Factory.
Yeah.
Cool. And thank you so much again for having me. I can't wait to talk to you and do this again.
Of course. I'm excited too.
It's going to be so much fun. And thank you everybody who's watching from your time as well.
Yeah, it's
really
been
nice
fun.
You.
It's been fun, and I'm sure everybody enjoyed hearing what you had to say. It's just like, I don't know, it's always so cool to meet people through Twitch. I love Twitch's community so much. I could talk so much about Twitch and Twitch's community, and then like the music community. Yeah, I don't know. Just I could talk about it forever. But yeah, I think before we get into a whole derail, we should start our raid.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Okay, thank you so much. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know if you can.
Okay, cool.
Well-
Oh my goodness. Hello. I gotta end on the.
Hello. Hello.